Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again. Somebody asked me about the post-it notes and could I do it so we could get it fit in with a pen and maybe the calendar as well. So it's not my idea. I've just watched the lovely Lee Denton do this. I did click on the link, but her blog has gone down for some reason and I can't find where she would have left her measurements or anything. So I followed the video and I'm going to show you how I've done it. I haven't got one prepped. I've prepped 2 parts of the card. I'll show you as we go along. But you're going to need... Right, I've got my measurements. You're going to need 1 piece of card at 6 by 4. You're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White. These are 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then your designer series paper will be 1/4 of an inch shorter than that. That'll be 3.5 by 5.5. You need a piece of card then. This is 7.5 by 10.5. Then you need one at 8 1/8 by 7 7/8. And then you're going to need one at 6 by 8. And it'll all come good in a minute when you see it all go together, and I think it's absolutely stunning. So pull up your scoreboard. This is your 6 by 8 and you need to score it on the long side at 2 and 4. You're going to then take your 8 and 1/8 by 7 7/8, and you're going to score the short side. Well, this is 7 7/8. You're going to score the short side at 1 1/8 and 6 3/4. Turn to the long side and score at 3.5 and 4 5/8. That's that scoring. And this part, the largest part, is your box. And this has got to be scored at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, oops, 8, 9 and 10. And then you're going to turn it to the short side and you're going to score it at 1, 2, 5.5 and 6.5. And there's your scoring. That's all the scoring out the way. It's going to be, you'll see it when we get to it. So I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut first. So, I don't know. Yeah, where's my large scissors? Right, in goes. So, you're going to cut all the way down to the 3rd score line. And miter that just a little bit, and take that little off and take a tiny little fraction off each side, and then do the same on this side. This is going to be a reinforced sides and reinforced tabs as well. Sure I'm in shot. Just miter tiny little bit. Whoops. It's going to be nice. We want it nice and sturdy, so miter up and slightly miter on this side as well. and then just turn it round and repeat. So don't forget to mitre these slightly. It just takes away the bulk when we're tucking it into this side. You don't want loads of paper in this side. Basically making a little drawer for our post-it notes to go in. But because my post-it notes, don't forget to mitre these little tabs as well. And mitre this little side. You don't have to take a lot, it's just to take away the bulk. Move the flap and a slight mitre. There we go. Let me just mitre this end. There we go. And just get rid of my bits. It's just a double strength box, it is. Now I can burnish my score lines. And you're going to burnish this little flap here outwards, so it's coming back on itself. So you burnish forward. Oops, my paper clips just come off. Forward and back. You don't have to mitre. You don't have to do them score lines. They're going right inside there. They're going to give it real strength. And then just do the sides. Perfect. So I'm going to be adding glue to these flaps. And I'm also going to add tape. So you're going to tape on the inside and on the inside of here as well. I'm going to put 2 lots there. And I'm going to have tape along here. And along here. Repeat on the same sides as I've just done there. Just to give it double strength. And to make sure it's nice and sturdy. Because if you're going to be pulling the drawer out. And don't forget, you want tape on this one as well, the little flap. You'll understand why. Because when we pull up the sides now, we're going to tuck that over. Whoops. Let me just pull these back a sec. Let me just open these out so I can show you. So when we tuck our flaps in, this piece is going to go and adhere down at the bottom to give it more strength, so it stays so it's just for strength basically. So now I'm going to add glue to my tabs, and we're going to do these just going to add way much strength. So pop up your sides, keeping that nice and lined up. Sorry. And then pull in your other side, keeping that nice and neat on the corners. And then the same on this side. Thank you. My gorgeous husband's just fetched me a fresh cup of coffee. Isn't he good?
There you are, baby.
Thank you, sweetness. I love you millions.
Love you too.
See you soon. Oh, bless his little soul. And then make sure you tuck up your sides. I love this Cosmic Shimmer glue. It dries really quickly. Making sure your corners are perfect. Tuck that in. Perfection. Now I can get my pokey tool and just remove all these tabs. I have been in so much pain today with my back. I've had to use a patch today. I had some lidocaine patches and they are a godsend. I couldn't walk properly this morning. So I'll just fold in your sides now and make sure you tuck those little flaps down as well. Always burnish, I always do. And then there you've got that little lip. Can you see that? There. And it just adds more strength. So I'll remove these as well. And do the same again. And then we can do our side pieces. And if you're not sure about this little tab, hold it until you push those in and then push it down, and then you know it's going to grip in the right place. Just tuck your bone folder in as well. Give it a nice secure inside. Beautiful. Now we can remove these flaps. You could do with this all with glue if you want, but I love me strong tape. And when we miter these sides, oh, I laid a little shade. Oh no, I've done that one. Just, it stops that bulk in the corners. And it makes them nice and neat. And when if you use glue, it can start to bow your card. See, this is why I'm not using glue there, because some glues can warp your paper and knock it out of shape. But I wanted to keep the shape. So there's our little square box. Well, our box. This then measures, was just short. It's 5.5 by 3.5, and I was hoping to get 2 pads in there, but that's side by side, but never mind, just overlap them and they can pull them out when they need them. Or you could even trim that down. What I've got now is, I need a little piece of scrap of the same card. So only about, I just want about 1 inch. Oh, that's a big inch. About 1 inch by 1 inch. I know what I could have done. Where has it gone? Oh my word. Where's my little punch? There it is. Somebody gave me this beautiful punch. And it's a 1 inch by 1 inch scalloped punch. I love it. I love it. It was a long time retired. But how cute is, look at that little window. That is so cute. This is going to cover inside here. Oh, it needs trimming down. Just to make sure. Yeah, it's perfect now. I've got this gorgeous little antique brad. When I can get it open. Oh, I don't need it open yet, do I? And I'm just going to measure Where's my little ruler? There. So this is, gosh, I will get this right. So this is about 5.5. So I want at 2 3/4. And it's 1 inch deep, so I'm going roughly in the centre. So I'm going to say about there. And I'm going to poke a hole through. For my brad to go in. And I'm going to push this through. I'm going to use this as a little handle. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to peel these back, but I'm not going to push it in deep. I'm just going to leave it tiny so it's away from the box. And this then I'm going to put tape on and glue. Keep it from going backwards because it's going to glue it to the side of the box. Yes, I did click on the lady's link. Lee Denton, is it? I'm sure she watches some of my videos. I'm sure she's commented. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Oh, I can't remember. But no, it kept saying page not found. And when I clicked on her channel, she hasn't uploaded anything for over a year. So I hope everything's okay. So I'm pushing the brads against the box. And then I'm just hiding. And I'm pushing it in there. Once that glues down now and stays glued, once that sets, that little brad will stay sticking out like that. And it won't go in. So it's a perfect little door handle. Drawer handle even. You could cut some designer series paper if you want to line the drawer as well. Let me just have a look at my designer series paper. Let me see. Oh, that would look really pretty. So let me get my trimmer out. So what did I say? It was 3.5. So if I do that just short of 3.5, best doing it that way, Gaynor. By just short of 5.5, that should drop into there beautifully. Look, fits perfect, like a glove. La 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 la. You could I'm going to glue it into place. It's just so beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, pop my finger in it. Just going to drop that in there now. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Now I've put... I'm not telling you till the end. So, that's the sticky side. I'm going to pop that in there. You've even got... Or you could just pop it in the centre. That way you've got space for a little pen as well. But, I'll show you after. I'm going to pop an extra one in there actually. So I'm going to move that along. Sticky side down. So they're going to go in my drawer, and I've got enough to put several layers. So you can just keep topping this little drawer up, it's great. And I've got another one somewhere. I don't know where they've gone. Oh, there he is, the blue one. Oh, but I did make this one at first, with the calendar on, and then done it like an easel card. But you'd have to have a really, really short pen. But it's ideal to sit on somebody's desk as well. You could put a pen in there and then have it just at the side. Oh, I can't get this one in. Open it, pop your pen in, and then just have it sitting out like that, so that still look nice on a desk. Cool. Or even, mind you, it wouldn't stick like that, so it'd have to go in that way. Unless you got a tiny, tiny pen. But that's the other one I made. It's just like a card. So there's that one. Right, what am I doing now? Would help if I knew what I was up to. Right, that's the draw done. See, now that it's not going in there. It's pushed in perfectly, and it hasn't warped my box because I didn't use wet glue. Leave that to one side. We're now going to fetch this piece in. I'm going to fold and burnish our score lines. I mean, the lady said this wasn't even her idea. She'd seen hundreds of people doing them. And I believe her because a lot of boxes, there are a hell of a lot of boxes on YouTube. I just mitre slightly. I've made hundreds of boxes, and considering this is my 1016th video, 1016th video. Yes, I've made a few boxes over the year. Just remove that. Scissors are just a little bit too big for these side flaps. So I'm going to pop glue, and I'm going to glue to the outside, and then this one is going over the top because you don't want nothing catching as it's going in and out. So I'm going to add glue here. Whoops. Good save. So, whichever way you choose, pop over your flap. And then you can glue this side as well. It's nice to do a project from scratch with you. We've normally always got something prepared. Nicely. I'm just going to trim this little flap a tiny little bit more. And right to the corner if I can. Better. And then I can glue that onto my flap. I do hope that lady hasn't stopped making videos. And then we can attach this one. And then nothing's going to get caught now because there's nothing inside for anything to catch on. Making sure those come right over. I'm just going to lay this flat, pop my bone folder in. Let's get rid of these scissors now. So our little drawer now is going to go inside. Seems a bit baggy, this whole this sleeve does, but that'll be rectified in a moment. Now for this piece, you just need to fold and burnish our score lines again. this is going to sit. I'm just going to take everything out the drawer for a sec and put it in upside down whilst I glue this on here. Now, you've got a flap all the way around the outside, a little 1/4 inch gap all the way around, just so it looks absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue the bottom. And you could get loads of things in this drawer. You could keep your knick-knacks like a letter opener, scissors, all sorts. Perfect all year rounder. So the desk, the drawer is still upside down, just so we got that pressure. I'm going to open this up. Right there now. Yeah, I'm going to open that up and making sure I get it on the right way round. A 1/4 inch all the way round. Just beautiful. And I can take the drawer out and I can flatten it down with my hand. And this is where, now I can put it back in. I'm just going to add my post-it notes. Oh, it's a good size drawer. Oh, I need another 6x4 piece of card. Now I know what it's for. So this is going to be the easel bit. So what I did, I've made a panel up here to put on there, and then this will sit up on these snowflakes. And this is the front panel of my card, which gets adhered onto here. So that is going to sit up there on top of them snowflakes as well. So let's just get this one adhered down first. And then I'll grab my other 6x4. 2 6x4s you needed, sorry. Not one, I meant 2. So I'm going to adhere this down. I did do these panels ahead of time, but it would have taken forever otherwise. Just perfect. Just lovely. So then that is going to sit behind those snowflakes. I've popped them up on dimensionals. And now I'm going to add glue on here. Perfect little desk tidy. Like I say, I've put a little catch. This one is just 2.5 by 1.5, and on the long side you score every 1/2 inch. You then glue glue it round together and then just attach it. I best get this on there before it dries. Edging it all the way up to the sides and just keeping that together. And then that can sit like this. I will have to move that glue dot, that dimensional. Oh God, I better hadn't. I just, isn't that cute? For some reason that looks really bold at the bottom. It looks bow dipped in. So I'm just going to grab another piece of 6x4. I do have a lot scrap here. I think that one is it, 6x4. And this then is going to sit on here with a little 1/4 inch gap all the way round as well. And then it's going to complete our desk tidy. Oh, it's gorgeous. So again, I'm just going to glue the bottom of the box. And then adding this piece, making sure it has a little border all the way around. Just going to flip that back over so I can check. Just want to push that down a little bit if I can. There we go. And there is our little, it looks droopy. Don't be droopy. That is just so cute. OMG, I love it. So this is what it looks like sitting on your desk. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. Like I say, the little door handles there. Beautiful. You could even slot the pen inside if you wanted to, and don't have to put that on. But it's got a gorgeous little 1/8 of an inch flap all round as well. And then I just like the pen on the front, see? If you can get wider post-it notes, I believe they're you can get them 5x3 or something, I don't know. And I'm just going to turn the pen so it's balanced, just enough to click it into place. And then these little snowflakes are now stopping my, oh, I love it. Absolutely love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Love it. Oh my gosh. There we go. There's tonight's project. I hope you enjoy. I hope you give me a thumbs up, and I hope you give it a go because they are just so cute. You could make a little gift box then to give it to somebody. Just wonderful. I think that lady's made that outer casing a little bit too wide for my liking. I would have preferred it to be a bit more snug. Oh. Well, I just followed her instructions, but this will go fold flat. Nice little gift box, and then when somebody opens that out and pops it on their desk, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Oh, I hope you give it a go. This is it. It's just absolutely stunning. You could always add designer series paper to the front as well before you put your brad in. I know Lee did, but I just... Oh, you could strengthen this as well with adding an extra 1/4 of an inch all the way around, score it at 1/4 of an inch, chop off your corners and fold them over so it didn't look so flat, like I did on the little trinket box. Oh, where's that gone? Let me show you. With this, and give it little feet as well. I cut the corners off and folded it in and added these little feet, and I think that would look really cute on there as well. Instead of just having rough corners, you could fold them over, neaten them up and add those tiny little feet. They're just photo corners. They're just to make your photographs look really posh. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. So, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to have a swig of my lovely coffee now. Probably gone cold. Oh, it's perfect. So, I hope you enjoyed. And you'll give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And if you want to see what I make tomorrow, please press the little bell. Oh, let me tell you about these. This is 6x4, 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, 3.5 by 5.5. This is 3 1/4, the white, by 2 1/4. The Merry Merlot then is 3 1/8 by 2 1/8, and then the calendar is 1 7/8 by 2 7/8. I forgot what size these were. So yeah, let me just show you quickly. Oh, I haven't wrote it down. No, I haven't wrote it down. I thought I'd wrote them on it. Oh, there they are. So you're going to need 2 at 6x4, 1 at 6x8, 1 at 7 7/8 by 8 1/4, 8 and 8, and then 1/8, 1 at 7.5 by 10.5. The 7.5 by 10.5, you score the long side at half, 1.5, 2.5, 8, 9 and 10. And then turn to the short side and score at 1, 2, 5.5 and 6.5. The 7 and 7/8 by 8 and 1/8, you score the short side at 1 and 1/8 and 6 3/4. And then turn to the long side and score at 3.5 and 4 5/8. And the 6 by 8, you score the long side at 2 and 4. The top 6 by 4 is for the lid, and the bottom one is for the base. And then this piece under here, because you've got this as the box itself, you just need another one at 5 3/4 by 3 3/4 and 5.5 by 3.5. So, thank you for watching. I hope you give it a go. I love it, love it, love it. I think it's just so elegant and so beautiful. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you all. Bye.